This is the BBC.
You're listening to Monday's episode of The Archers from BBC Radio 4.
Oliver!
Oh, hello.
Are you looking for something?
I was just wondering if you had any more coffee.
Should have.
Oh, it's that cupboard there.
Yes. Here we are.
Sorry, I should know my way around this kitchen by now.
Shall I put the kettle on?
No, I've had some coffee. I was just worried in case I'd used the last of it.
And have you had something to eat?
Oh, yes. I had a piece of toast.
That's not going to keep you going very long. I could do you some bacon and eggs.
No, really. You and Alistair have got work to do. You mustn't worry about me.
What have you got planned for today?
Oh, nothing specific. I mean, there's loads to be done, I know, what with probate and everything. It's just, well, it's difficult to know where to begin.
Well, if you need a hand with anything...
No, Shula, you've done more than enough already. I just need to clear my head.
Would you like to take one of the horses out?
I think I'll just have a little walk down to the village. Do you need anything from the shop?
Lexi,
Good morning.
everything all right?
As you see, everyone happy, everyone hard at work.
And the weekend was okay?
The sun was shining, it was very nice.
No more trouble?
No,
You would tell me if there were.
all quiet, I promise.
Well, you must realize it's important that all incidents are reported, no matter how trivial.
Yes, you said that before.
Yeah. I went to the pub last night and, well, words got round about the graffiti.
Because you make a big fuss. People have seen the police cars.
And everyone's noticed that gangs of young people are hanging about on the green.
It is the school holidays.
Anyway, there was a lot of discussion.
About foreigners coming here and taking all the jobs.
There's always a few like that. But it made me think, and I've come up with an idea that should make you all feel a lot more secure.
What's that?
Tell you what, I'll announce it to everyone. So when these guys get to the end of this tunnel, could you get them together outside?
So you want me to do the TB test at Hollerton on Thursday?
I did last week's.
300 odd cattle though, isn't it?
It doesn't take long.
No, it just feels like it.
We need the business, Anisha.
I know.
Especially substantial farms like that. Now, Shula wants me to look at one of the livery horses.
Do you want me to see to it?
No, it's just a minor flesh wound. Won't take me a minute.
Can I come in?
Oh. Hello.
What are you doing here?
Oh, nice to see you too, Alistair.
What the hell do you want?
A word with your partner, if that's allowed.
What about?
Horses?
Leave this to me, Alistair. You go and sort out that livery horse.
Okay.
Oh, you got him well trained.
So, Mr. Crawford.
Oh, Matt, please.
Haven't seen you for a while.
Yeah, sorry about that. Sometimes life just gets in the way, doesn't it?
If you say so.
But you remember what we talked about before?
Remind me.
Well, I think it was the day we first met. I told you I was looking around for some racehorses to buy.
And you asked me if I'd be prepared to do some pre-purchase examinations.
You do remember.
That was a while ago.
Just took a bit longer than I anticipated to set up, but it's done now. So how you fixed?
What?
To be honest, it's now a matter of some urgency, so would you have a bit of time to spare this week?
This week? You've got to be kidding.
And I've got 4 horses lined up, a couple fairly local, but the other 2 down Newmarket way.
I have a very full diary. I can't just drop everything.
I'll make it worth your while.
That's what you said last time. And I'm not prepared to rearrange my schedule if you're going to let me down again.
Like I said, it's all arranged. Stud owner's expecting us.
Well, this week is impossible. I'm sorry.
Ah, that's a shame. Particularly as my mate Latif is very interested in the whole project. Did you know he's one of the investors in the racecourse?
Latif Hussein?
Yeah, I haven't forgotten, you see. I said I'd put in a good word for you. I've just had a lot on my plate. But I will do it. If you can give me a couple of days this week.
2 whole days?
Like I said, there's a bit of travelling involved.
It'll have to be the end of the week.
Thursday and Friday?
Well, Alistair's not going to like it.
And I was appalled by what happened last week. The thought of intruders trespassing on our land and leaving abusive messages, it's simply unacceptable. And I want to be sure it can't happen again. So if you see strange people around the caravans tomorrow morning, don't worry. What they're doing is installing security cameras. Yeah, the cameras will record all activity close to the caravans so that you can sleep peacefully in your beds knowing that you're safe. Okay? Well, that's all I wanted to say. You don't seem too enthusiastic.
Perhaps they think you are putting up cameras so you can spy on them. See who is sleeping with who.
What?
It's a joke, Adam.
I just want everyone to feel safe.
Nobody feels unsafe.
But if anything did happen,
It won't.
I'd feel responsible.
There really is no need for all this.
There is a need, Lexi. I find it deeply worrying. The idea of people sneaking around here.
We can look after ourselves.
Well, that's what I'm afraid of, that you lot will take the law into your own hands and get into fights.
I promise I will not fight anybody.
I'm sure you won't. But can you say the same for the lads? Constantine always looks ready for a punch-up.
What? And have somebody spoil his good looks? I don't think so.
I hope you're right. Anyway, it's done now. The cameras are being installed tomorrow.
Okay, but seriously, Adam, all this is over the hill.
What?
All this security.
Oh no, you mean over the top.
Ah, I always get that wrong.
Yeah, over the hill means old, past it.
Police, cameras, all of this, it's too much.
So, I'll see you Thursday at the crack of dawn.
Oh, I should think 8 o'clock would be early enough.
Do you want me to drive?
Nah, it's fine. Oh, it looks like Alistair's back. Time for a sharp exit.
You don't get on with him.
Let's just say we have history. I'll see you Thursday.
Okay, bye.
See you around, Alistair.
What did he want?
He wants me to do some work for him.
Well, I hope you said no.
Why?
That man is seriously bad news, and we shouldn't be doing business with him.
What do you mean, bad news?
He has a criminal record.
I know that.
You know.
Nothing stays secret in this village.
So, what have you heard?
He went to prison for fraud. It was years ago and he's done his time. You believe in second chances?
He had his second chance. And what did he do? Fled the country, fleecing the woman he supposedly loved for just about everything she had.
Oh, come on, Alistair. Who knows what goes on in other people's relationships?
He's a crook, and it reflects badly on our practice to do business with him.
All he's asking is that I visit some high-profile stud farms and do pre-purchase examinations on some really top-class horses. How does that reflect badly on our practice?
And he's paying you?
Of course he's paying me. The first visits are on Thursday and Friday of this week.
What?
So I'm afraid you'll have to do the Holoton TB test after all.
You can't do this, Anisha, not at such short
I
notice.
have to. Look, it's giving me the opportunity to meet some very influential people. Make contacts who would never have heard of our practice otherwise, including Latif Hussein. That's not something we can afford to turn down, is it?
That's Ed's tractor, isn't it?
Yes, he's helping with the baling. Did you need him for something?
No, nothing in particular. I just thought if you happen to be having a lunch break.
Well, I can give him a call if you like.
No, really, it's nothing. I'll catch him another day.
Are you sure? So, how are things?
Oh, fine. Everyone's being immensely kind, Shula and Alistair particularly. I'm being very well looked after.
Good.
So, how's the soft fruit business? I heard there'd been some unpleasantness aimed at the pickers.
Yes, unfortunately. There are one or two people seem to think that the Brexit situation has given them a license to abuse foreigners.
Oh, terrible, isn't it?
Oh, I'm sure it's just a few bored kids, but...
We were foreigners in Italy, but our neighbours, they couldn't have been more welcoming.
Will you go back there?
I don't know. My daughter's very keen for me to join them in New York, but... And how has the harvest gone this year?
Oh, pretty well. Weather's been okay, and, well, as you can see, we're on the home straight now.
I used to enjoy this part. The wheat safely gathered in and just the baling to be done. I never did it on this scale, of course. Ed must still have my small baler.
Do you miss it, farming?
No, not really.
I can't imagine life without it.
I haven't missed it at all in recent years, but now... Well, perhaps I should take it up again. Have to do something to fill my days.
I don't know what to do, Shula.
There's nothing you can do.
But it's not as if Anisha doesn't know about his past. She just doesn't seem to care. His criminal record, the way he treated Lillian, nothing he's done seems to make any impression on her at all.
You've got to remember that we know a lot more than she does. She's only just met the man.
Exactly. She's only just met him. She knows he's a crook, but he says cancel your plans for the coming week and she just does it. Dumps a load of extra work on me without so much as a by your leave.
Darling, I understand how you feel, but you've got to take a step back.
It's easy for you to say.
No, listen. Let Anisha do what she does. It's her field of expertise, and as she says, she'll be making good money for the business.
If he ever pays the bill.
And potentially making some very good contacts, which is exactly what she promised when she bought into the business.
I know.
And
but...
if she can get Latif Hussein on board, that would be quite a coup, wouldn't it?
Come on, Shula. The rest of the racing world must be only too well aware of Crawford's past.
Not necessarily.
We are going to be tainted by association and no one will touch us with a barge pole.
Oh, have a bit of faith in Anisha. She's a sensible woman.
Not in this situation.
It's her livelihood at stake too, remember? She's not going to get the business involved in anything dodgy.
She's being hopelessly naive. She has no idea what she's getting into.
So are you going to tell her?
What?
Tell her the truth? Exactly why and how you know Matt Crawford to be a crook?
Of course I'm not going to tell her.
No, of course you're not. You're going to bite your tongue, put your head down and let her get on with it.
But Shula...
And if it all comes unstuck, then she'll have learnt her lesson, won't she?
I can't just stand idly by
You've got
and let
to.
her ruin everything I've spent years trying to... Oh. Oliver?
Sorry, I was just,
I'm sorting lunch. Are you hungry?
No, not particularly.
Well, it's only cold chicken and salad. Just give me 10 minutes and it'll be ready.
Right. I'll just go and wash my hands.
Do you think he heard?
Don't worry, you didn't say anything incriminating.
Didn't I?
But he heard us yelling at each other. Poor man. How's that going to make him feel?
This is the BBC.
Keep up to date with the Ambridge ups and downs. Sign up for our weekly newsletter at bbc.co.uk/Archers.